Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to the MonaLisa Monroe Morning Show. Grab your coffee or your tea, hunty, because we have a lot to talk about. But before we get started on those red hot topics, please go to my website, www.monalisamonroe.com. We've got t-shirts, we've got mugs, we've got toast. Believe me, we've got you covered. And also, you could purchase my book, Life After the Diagnosis. If you know a survivor or you are a survivor, this is the book that you need. Well, let's go ahead and get this party started right, shall we?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the MonaLisa Monroe Morning Show, honey. And like the commercial says, you better grab your coffee and your tea, hunty, because we have a lot to talk about. But before we get started on those red hot topics, I want you to go to the website. What is the website? www.monalisamonroe.com. We've got a Black Friday sale going on now. So you want to go on the website to purchase the merchandise. We got a Black Friday sale, everything 50% off. Yes, you heard it correctly, hunty. 50% off of all the merchandise. So go to the website, purchase, purchase, purchase. It makes wonderful Christmas gifts, birthdays, whatever. I mean, it is awesome. We've got coffee cups, t-shirts. We've got it all. Like the commercial says, we got it all. But it's only for the month of December. Today is December 1st. So we got Black Friday all month long. And it's on everything. So please go to the website, www.monalisamonroe.com. The merchandise is fabulous. Black Friday sale. We've got a code for you. All of that information is online. And Christmas is right around the corner. And if you want to give someone a gift to spread the love about the MonaLisa Monroe Morning Show, honey, do so. We've got you covered. Secondly, I want to tell everybody thank you for tuning in today on the MonaLisa Monroe Morning Show. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love it when I'm getting stopped in at the grocery store, at events. Oh, I watch your show. Oh, I love your show. Thank you so very much for following me, for liking the show, for clicking and sharing the show. It means the world to me. Thank you so very much. And with that being said, I want to ask you to continue to share the show, love on the show, comment on the show about the red hot topics that we cover, all the above. I love it, love it, love it. And we encourage you to tell me what you think. Tell me what you want to talk about, because the red hots is nothing without you, of course. We talk about what you're talking about. So talk to us so we can talk to you. So I think that's all I wanted to cover, like the housekeeping, as they say. But how was you guys' Thanksgiving? Oh my goodness. I went to Texas, and you already know how that go. I had a ball in Texas. So I want to know what you guys' Thanksgiving, how it went down. Did you have a great time? Who brought the potato salad? I want to know everything. Who brought the mac and cheese? Was the mac and cheese told down? What happened? Tell me what happened on your Thanksgiving. It's always somebody to either bring something crazy or don't bring anything at all, and they're packing up all the food. Correct. The person came to the door, hey, how you doing? Nothing in their hand. But when it's time to go eat, and when it's time to get finished eating, They're the ones with all the to-goes. Yeah. Let me know how your Thanksgiving went. Mine was awesome. And I was the one packing the to-goes. And I have to admit, I flew in, so I didn't bring anything. But baby, let me tell you something. When I got there, I was burning. I was cooking the ham. I was cooking the turkey, helping because we had like 2 turkeys. So I'm just, because I knew I didn't bring anything. So I was helping with everything. See how that goes? See how that goes. But tell me how your Thanksgiving went. And yeah, so I want to know who brought the mac and cheese, who brought the potato salad, who brought something that was off the wall crazy. That's what I want to know. All right, so let's dive right in. I'm a little hoarse, but I know you guys can hear me and understand me. This weather is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but we're going to work it out. So our first red hot topic this morning, we had to get done with the with the what do you call it? Housekeeping. That's right. We had to do the housekeeping stuff. So let's dive right into the news. So you'd be under a rock if you hadn't heard what happened yesterday. Yesterday, it was a terrifying situation here in Savannah. Savannah High was it was some stuff that was called in. It was some phone calls that was called in, a Savannah High School shooting. And they were like, some people were shot, and it was mass chaos, right? Because it was parents that were being told via text that the school was on lockdown for some type of alert, and so there's a lot of parents that were upset about how they got the news about this school shooting. And by the time I got information on it, it was a school shooting. People were shot. Students were evacuated from the school. And it's like, what in the world is going on? So I'm turning on every news station. I'm on my social media. I'm scrolling. I'm trying to find out what in the world is going on. And then lo and behold, it was told that it was a hoax, that it wasn't even real, that someone called in and was pranking. Let me tell y'all something. That right there is madness. Because of what's been happening, because of so many school shootings, because of so many shootings, and you're telling me that someone actually called up and stated that this was, they were lying, they were playing, TikTok, okay? TikTok causes a lot of people to do some stupid mess because they want to get a lot of views, so they do a lot of crazy stuff. But this is not a joke. It's people that have died. It is children that have died dealing with school shootings. And for someone to call and just be joking, that is sick. And whoever, and I know you can trace it because y'all hear everything that goes on this phone. So whoever did that, I hope they get persecuted with the capital punishment of what that situation was. Because you had parents scared, you had students scared, you had teachers terrified. That is not cute. That's like yelling fire in a movie theater, or fire in a grocery store, or on a plane or something like that. That is so crazy. How can that be a hoax? How can you think that's cute? That is so horrible. And you're a horrible person for doing it, whoever you are. And that's where I am with that. And I would like to know what you guys think. And I know you heard about it because it's all over the news. What in the world? You call up and you saying mass shooter on the campus, and then you hear that people have been shot. Man, come on. That is insane. So I would like to hear from you guys too. Do you believe that this was a hoax, or do you think it was real and they're trying to play it down? I don't know. But all I know is if it was a hoax, you need to go to jail. You need to go to jail for that madness. That was crazy. So let me know what you guys think about that. That's one of our number one red hot topics today. Our number two red hot topic was I read this: Buckingham Palace staff member resigned after racist comment. So, what was this racist comment? Well, she asked one of the servers, one of the, one of the person, one of the people that served the queen, the king, or whatever. She said, "Where are you from?" And she said where she was from, which was England. This woman pulled out of her hat, you're from somewhere else. Where are you really from? She was a black woman, of course. And I guess the person wanted her to say Africa. I don't know. And so anyway, it was a big uproar in Buckingham Palace about this highfalutin, as my husband say, highfalutin, this highfalutin person thinking that everybody black come from Africa in England. There are some black people that live in England, honey. So anyway, when she made that comment, honey, it went viral, of course. And this servant person was very offended because she was like, "What do you mean? Where am I really from?" So now it's like this, everyone's asking, or we're not even asking, everyone's like, duh, Harry and Meghan is getting the blues. And you know why they're getting the blues? Because of that very reason right there. It's some prejudiced, racist people. It's just bottom line, it is. And so everybody's talking about she's high maintenance, she's this, she's that, and she's not being mistreated, she's overreacting. Whatever you guys say about Meghan, honey, let me tell you, that's real, and that's a perfect example of what the child was going through on a 24-hour basis. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the I guess the clip that really got me, that really made me think, oh my goodness, was when she was at the parade, I guess at some type of parade. No, it was the funeral. And she was, just waving, in the audience and just trying to shake people's hand. That's all she was doing. And it was literally people going, like, "Don't touch me." I mean, pulling their hand back. And, that does something to your psyche. That is crazy. And they didn't want to touch her hand. They didn't want to touch her. They didn't want to go around her. They didn't want to hug her. And you think this is a game. It is not. I mean, look at the example that we just talked about. This woman says, "Where are you really from?" Like you straight up lying right now. Like I'm supposed to be from somewhere else because of my color? That's red hot number two. Let me know what you guys think about that. And do you think it's a real thing? Do you think this is real? Is this a thing that you think is happening in the not the Capitol? Well, we'll talk about that at another time. But in the palace, do you think that there's racism with the king and the queen and all of that stuff going on over there? A lot of people don't. A lot of people think she's over exaggerating. She's she's a drama queen. She's a diva. She's talking about stuff that's not even. Hello, example in front of you. This woman said, "Where are you really from?" Because you're not from here. Because of the color of her skin. And she has resigned because she was about to be fired. Because what they're trying to do is pretty much make Meghan and Harry liars. Right. The best that they can. They're trying to, present themselves as not prejudiced, not racist. They don't know what they're talking about. And then you have a person from the Buckingham Palace, one of the high level folk, doing this right here. So it just goes to show you how Meghan was not, out of her mind. She was not over exaggerating. She is not a diva. It was real. And she was going through some serious mental unwellness over there at that doggone palace. And it's a miracle that the girl made it out. So anyway, that's Red Hot number 2. Red Hot Table Talk. Red Hot number 3 is, are you going to watch Will Smith's new movie, Emancipation? Now, Will has been quoted by saying, if you don't want to watch it, I respect that. Because of the full-blown slap at the Oscars, and you guys already know that whole story. And Will's like, hey, I know it's some people that hasn't gotten over it, and they might not come to the movie to come see the movie, and I respect that. It's up to you. And it's a lot, that's one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is, how long is Will Smith going to pay for a mistake that he did that was crazy, outrageous, all the above, but how long is he going to pay for it? And my whole thing is, let's be real, y'all. Y'all seen some crazy stuff happen in Hollywood. You've seen it not firsthand, but you've seen it, right? And we've gotten over it. I mean, it's been some stuff said, it's been some stuff done, and we rake our people over the coals when they do something wrong. But other people, okay, you talk about it for a few weeks and it's out of there. It's gone. So why do we punish our folk so badly for mistakes? We make mistakes. So why are we punishing him for ever? You know what I'm saying? This man got to make money, all of the above. Yes, he thought about it. He lost a lot already. And so this movie is his way of, trying to redeem himself, I guess. I don't know. But I'm on the other side of this. I'm like, how long are we going to punish him? How long? Because we don't do anyone else like that. And I mean, I can give you examples of many people doing crazy stuff, and we forgive them. It's over. It's done. We talk about it for a few weeks and it's out of there. So why do we punish our folk for months and years when we don't have to? So I would like to know what you guys think about that. I'm trying to pull up one more of my platforms so I won't miss anyone's comments. But I would like to know what you guys think about that. And with that being said, is it fair? Do you think it's fair to punish someone for that long for a mistake that they made? I'm not lying to you. Hey, it was wrong. But how long are we going to, do this or punish them for this, And Will Smith has lost, don't get me wrong, he has lost a lot of money. He's lost a lot of publicity. He's lost a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? Clout. I mean, he's lost. So again, how long are we going to make him suffer for a mistake? And I would like to know from you guys, are you going to still... Oh, Chris Brown. Oh my gosh. Chris Brown is another one. Okay, Chris Brown did a horrible thing. I'm not saying it was right. Chris Brown and Rihanna, they've moved on. How come we can't? Chris Brown was supposed to do, and this is my understanding, and at the AMA, American Music Awards, he was supposed to do a Michael Jackson bit. Let me tell you something. Can't nobody do Michael Jackson like Chris Brown. And the second person I think can do Michael Jackson is Sierra. And what would be beautiful if Sierra and Chris Brown did a number together, a Michael Jackson number together, baby, that would be so fierce. If y'all hear me, Sierra and Chris Brown, y'all need to do a number together, a Michael Jackson number. One of y'all be smooth criminal and the other one be beat it or whatever. Baby, y'all need to work together on this thing because y'all are the bomb when it comes to Michael Jackson. So back to my subject. Chris Brown's performance was scratched because of people not wanting him to perform because of what he did how many years ago. But yet we rake us over the coals again, and we are punishing him for something that he has been forgiven for. And you guys, look, you know, people in Hollywood has done some dirt, and you have forgotten about it. You have forgiven them. You have moved on. Why can't you let these people move forward and move on? And if I'm wrong and if you disagree with me, I'm open. I'm ready to listen to what you have to say. I am really waiting to hear from you on if I'm wrong or right about that. But they moved on from the insurrection. They moved on from Johnny Depp. They moved. I mean, come on now. It has been some stuff. Hugh Hefner. What was that other? Epstein. We've moved on. So why are we still on it? Now, if you feel like we should stay on everything, well, let's stay on everything. Let's continue to punish people who have done crazy stuff. Because it seems to me that only a certain population, only a certain people is being punished over and over again for mistakes they've made. Now, if I'm wrong, if you disagree with me, let me know because this is what this show is all about. Conversation. So yes, I forgot about that one. That's a good one because I mean, wow, that was crazy. And then, well, we are heading back to the polls here in Georgia. Yes, we are. Why are we heading back to the polls? Well, if you follow the news, you already know. We're heading back because Herschel Walker and Reverend Raphael Warnock is at a runoff. And I want you guys to sit a moment in that. Reverend Raphael Warnock and Herschel Walker is at a runoff in the election. Now, there's been ads that have been throwing dirt on both of them. Both of them allegedly beat their wives, allegedly did not take care of their kids. You know, these two candidates allegedly has did the worst of the worst. Okay. So the lesser of the two evils or whatever, however you want to put it. Let's be real. Who seriously do you want in the Senate? I mean, that's the bottom line. Listen to both of them talk for at least an hour. No, I'm not even going to say an hour. 30 minutes. And you tell me who is capable of running Georgia in the Senate. I don't even know why we're doing a runoff. I really don't. I'm just like, you got to be kidding me right now. Either the Warnock campaign is not running a good race, meaning they're not pushing, they're not, they're not giving enough evidence, they're not showing enough guts and gusto. I don't know. But for this guy to be neck and neck with you is just unbelievable to me. And you know what? And regardless on whether you are a Republican or a Democrat, I've talked to Republicans that voted for Trump that does not want Walker in the Senate. because they know he's not capable of being in the Senate. And I'm not talking about Democrats, y'all. Y'all got to hear me. I'm talking about Republicans that have voted for Trump that says that Herschel Walker is not capable. So why is he in the running? Who is voting for him? And I'm open. I want to hear you guys. Don't get me wrong. I want to hear what you got to say for those who have voted for Herschel Walker. Why? Because, I mean, listening to this man for 5 minutes, my mouth is open and my eyes are looking like this. Because I'm like, what sense are you making right now? But yet you're pushing him in. Oh my gosh. So I want to hear from you guys. Let me know. I'm open. I'm shocked that it's a runoff. And either the Warnock, like I said, the Warnock folks are not running a solid, clear campaign to where everyone is understanding what he is bringing to the table, or we got some problems. And this is me talking. This is not the production company, Black Media. This is not, this is MonaLisa. I am concerned if this man gets into office because I just don't feel like he knows what he's doing. Jeez Louise. That's red hot. I don't even know. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're loaded today because I missed y'all last Thursday, I think. Yeah, last Thursday was Thanksgiving. So yeah, I missed y'all. Okay, so yes, I have some closing news about the show and the direction of the show, and we'll talk a little bit more about that towards the end of the show. So I wanted to, let you know what we're going to be looking like in 2023 and the direction on where the show is going. So I'm excited to share the news with you on that. But let's go back to our red hot number one. Savannah had the scare of the year, and the scare was there's a active shooter is what they call it. It's an active shooter at Savannah High School, and the active shooter supposedly had shot some people, and students have been evacuated, and I mean the whole 9 yards, right? And there were parents that were, that their children were in the school, and how the parents found out was via text. And there's a lot of parents that are upset about how they found out about it, which, do you blame them? A text. So my thing is, how would you have wanted to be told this information by the school? And it's inactive. It's right now. It's in real life. It's in real time is what they say. That's right. It's in real time. So if they can't use a phone and they have a text method to let you know your child is late, your child is absent, whatever, and they use that text message method to contact you to let you know what's happening in the school, then what's wrong? Because we really have to be real. If this was real, because allegedly it's supposed to be a hoax, and we'll go into that in just a minute. But if their method of contacting parents immediately at one time is the text method, and that's an alert, a notification on your phone, and if that's the only way they can contact all the parents at one time versus picking up the phone like this, right? What's wrong with you being notified via text of what's happening in real time? So that's what I want to put on the table. I want everyone to understand technology, number one, and understand the situation, real-time situation, mass shooter in the building. How do I contact every parent at one time immediately? It's a notification. And how do we get notifications? text. So I understand you were upset. I mean, I can't even imagine getting that kind of news. Let me just put that out there. I know I would have been on 1,000. I would have been like crying, whatever. I would have been going crazy. I got it. But the only way that school could notify everyone immediately at one time is the text notification. There's no way they were going to call everybody. There's no way. And they couldn't knock on your door. So we have to appreciate technology right now and what it can do, and just be grateful that you were notified in any manner. You know what I'm saying? So we just have to be real about that part. And I'm not condoning, I'm not condoning, but I'm not talking about the parents shouldn't have been upset, da 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 da. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that we have to understand, in that situation, in an active shooter situation, and I'm sure the school was wondering, how can we let everybody know at one time? And they have the text method. They have this notification method on the phone that can notify parents at one time. And that's the method that they use. So yeah, I mean, it's hard. I can't even imagine, but you were notified. You know what I mean? Now, to later hear that it wasn't real is disheartening, is concerning. It is sick for someone to do something like that as a hoax. That is horrible. I can't even imagine who would want to do something like that. And the more and more I hear and learn about TikTok and their challenges and their goofy things that they do on TikTok, it just really concerns me how everyone thinks life is a game, and these pranks and these hoax and stuff like that. It reminds me of the nursery rhyme. I think it's a nursery rhyme of a kid. What is it called? Crying wolf. The kid would come to the city and he would cry wolf. Oh, there's a wolf and he's coming and da da da. And the whole town would buckle down and be prepared for this wolf or whatever. I forgot how it went exactly, but the moral of the story is this boy would always come back and say, oh, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. And no one would believe. And everyone would believe him. So the one time that it was really going down and he came to say, oh, this is what's going on, this is what's going on, and people wouldn't believe him. And then everyone got ate, or he got ate or something. But the moral of the story is you can't always cry wolf and then expect people to believe you. And on top of that, the police, the EMS, hospitals, everyone has an obligation to lock it down and prepare, regardless on whether it's fake or real. So can you imagine people's psyche and emotions and mental state, how they're thinking they're going to get casualties coming in, getting shot up, and then it's not real? I mean, y'all, our mental state is so important. How can we be playing like that? Oh my gosh. Where are we as a society to where this is cute? It is not cute. And you see people killing people that have been teased, that have been, whatever, bullied. We're fragile. We're fragile right now. And you play too much. Why would you do that? And I think, this is me. I think you need to go to jail for that. Because if anybody cried fire, if anybody cries bomb or anything like that, you will be in trouble. So you need to be in some trouble. Whoever you were, that is horrible. And it is not cute. And I think we need to slow up on all these pranks and look, let me tell you something. Life is already serious, right? I get the fact that we need some laughter. We need some joy. I get that. I'm the first person that loves to have a good time, but not at the expense of others. Can you tell in my voice I'm a little teed? I mean, that is not cool. What do you guys think? Let me check. I mean, I'm like, good gracious of life. And it's like, it's just like bomb, fire. It's just like if you were to do that, there's been stampedes, people being trampled over, people being killed because someone's playing and they think it's a joke. Let me know what you guys think about that. Red hot. Golly, man, I'm telling you, it's unreal. And so red hot number 2 was Buckingham Palace staff member resigned after a racist comment. Now this was, and I brought this up simply because Meghan and Harry have gotten the blues from the palace. I mean, ever since ever since Harry married Meghan, they've been having the blues. And for what? And a lot of people go, oh, it's not because she's black. Well, what is it? Because William didn't get any flack. What, she's an American? Is that what it is? Whatever. So this person, highfalutin up there, says this to a black servant or maid of some sort. She was serving, right? And this highfalutin Buckingham Palace person, I think she was a family member, but I don't know. I got to research a little bit more, but she might have been a family member. Anyway, she asked this black woman where she was from. And she told her. And she was like, no, where are you really from? So it's like that she wanted her to say Africa because she was black. Where else is she supposed to say she's from? And why are you asking me where I'm from and you ain't asked nobody else? Little innuendos like that. I'm not a racist. I'm not prejudiced. Okay. But when you start to dig deep, and why would you ask her that? Why would you separate her from the rest by asking her in particular that? We have to be real. The innuendos, the smallest little comments, the slightest little jokes, those type of things are offensive. They're offensive. And this could be any culture. It could be the Hispanic culture, the Latino culture. It could be any culture that you so-called slight in a conversation, in a joke, in a whatever. Just shut up. Just don't say it. You can think it because I can't control your thoughts, but don't say it. Because as soon as you say it, ask it, tell it, whatever, that's when you in deep stuff. When you let it out. You know, the Bible says a man doesn't know how wise you are unless you open your mouth. You know, that can go the other way. No one knows how you are until you open your mouth. Okay? So if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Isn't that what your mom and grandma and them used to say? Just keep it to yourself. If it's not edifying or uplifting or encouraging or motivating someone, inspiring someone, keep it simple. Keep it to yourself. I don't know what is about these 50s, honey, but these 50s, you be like, so that's the thing. Even with that being said, I still have to be tactful. Even though it's, you get to a certain age, you feel like, I don't lie for what? I get it. But you still have to be mindful of people's emotions, feelings, mental state, situation. You still got to be considerate. Now, that right there, consideration. Where is that now? All right. The third red hot that we had was Will Smith. He's got a movie coming out called Emancipation. Are you going to see it? Or are you going to continue to rake him over the coals from what he did at the Oscars? The Oscars was earlier this year. It happened. It was wrong. He asked for forgiveness. All parties have moved on, but we haven't. Or have we? So he's done the movie. The movie's coming out, and he says, if you're not ready, if you don't want to see the movie, he respects that. But my question is, how long is he going to pay for a mistake that he later apologized for? How long are we going to punish? And that makes me remember Chris Brown. Yes, he was wrong, and he paid for what he did. How long? He was unable to perform a Michael Jackson tribute at the American Music Awards because people have yet to move on. And Michael Jackson, I think people have moved on from him because he's no longer here. You can't beat up on him. He's not here. I don't know. I mean, where is the forgiveness, and is the forgiveness towards certain people? Because I'm telling you, we have forgiven a whole bunch. We have forgotten a whole lot. But yet we choose and we pick at who we do really give a pass to. Why do we do that? Why do we sit back in our judgmental chairs and say, you're worthy and you're not worthy? Why do we feel like we can do that? And I guess that's where we are now. It's like somebody would say, you're not my judge, or this is my truth. This is, this is what everybody is right in their own minds. Everybody can do whatever they want to do. It's called freedom. It's called freedom of speech. It's called, everybody do what you want. Do what you like. Y'all remember that song? Do what you like. But if everyone were to do that, it would be mass chaos. Really. You have to have some form of law, some form of order, some form of authority, some form of disciplines, or this world will be chaos. So are we really free? Is it really freedom? Or is it chaos? Yeah. So last but not least, we're talking about the polls. Go vote December the 6th. Vote for who you want to. I'm not telling you who to vote for at all. I'm just telling you to listen with both ears to both parties. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And then what Forrest Gump used to say, that's all I'm gonna say about that. I need you to listen to both parties. Push back what they said, I mean what they did and all of that. But if you're the type of person that has to go in the background and research, from what I hear, allegedly both of them are guilty of the almost the same things, almost. So if you want to do that, that's your business. But ask about some policies. Ask about what they plan to do with some policies that's already in place, and see who has the answers for you. I'm gonna leave it there. So, last but not least, the MonaLisa Monroe show is going to evolve, and this is this is a piece of me coming from Pastor Sarah Jakes. Evolving woman evolve. So we're evolving, and what does that look like? We basically we're supported by a platform, and the platform is called Black Media. So I want you guys to go to Facebook. I want you to click like and share Black Media, all Black Media. And I want you to know that this is the first and the only so far streaming television network. Okay. What are you talking about, MonaLisa? I'm talking about this particular production is a streaming service that gives you streaming shows like this one, a platform to talk about whatever. And it's different types of shows. So this is the only one that you'll see right now that you can go to Black Media and see different types of shows, podcasts, platforms like this all day, every day. You can't do that anywhere else. And so Roku has they've signed a deal with Roku, and now we're on Roku, Black Media TV. And we're streaming just like this on Roku. And this is an opportunity that is not there. You just don't find that. And if you do find it on your Roku, then that's great. Let me know who it is, because this is the only production company I know that's doing it. And so not only are we streaming on Facebook, we're streaming on Instagram, we're streaming on LinkedIn, we're streaming on what's the other one? Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. We're streaming on all of those social media platforms live, real time. Like right now, I'm streaming on multiple platforms because of Black Media TV. So we're doing some big things, right? So of course we're wanting to evolve with the times and the productions and up our ante, as they say. We're trying to do some big things around here. So not only will we have a I'm sorry, y'all, the weather is just crazy, but we're going to work it out. My allergies are like, dun, dun, dun. But not only are we going to continue to stream the show, we're also going to have seminars, workshops, classes, things like that. Because if you follow me, in which I know you do, my beautiful portraits in my gallery, I am also a wardrobe stylist. And the company that I own is called Style Architect Image Consulting Group. And so ever since I've moved here from Dallas, I've sort of put that style architect hat to the side. Well, now we're going to bring it back out. Bring it out, bring it out, bring it out. Y'all remember that song? I'm just really showing my age. But anyway, bring it out, bring it out. I'm bringing back that platform of Style Architect. And I remember when I was doing Style Architect, it was, I was speaking, I was doing workshops, seminars, sessions, stuff like that. But now I get an opportunity to do it online. I never had that opportunity, or never branched out in that arena. So I'm going to do that in 2023. I'm going to start doing the classes and stuff like that online. So the classes are going to be workshops on color analysis, your size, different sizes, what you can do with your different sizes. It's going to be what you can do with different colors. It's going to be what matches with what. It's going to be all of the design tips, design on a dime, meaning where do I shop to get what at a low price. Now, Amazon is a beast. You can always order on Amazon. But the thing is what are you looking for? What sizes should you get online? Because when you get them and it's not the right size, you just wasted some time and sometimes money. So just those little tidbits and tips I would like to go over with people and just get their feedback and things on, the pandemic wardrobe. How do you get rid of that? Our closets were full of sweats and laundry and lounging clothes and stuff like that. And now that we're back in the office at times, and now that we're back doing different things, what do I wear? Excuse me. How do I choose what to wear? And I've noticed that at different functions, it says formal and people are still semi-formal. It'll say semi-formal and people will come business casual. It'll say business casual and people will come casual. It says casual and people will come active wear. So there's some different, things different guidelines that you set that sort of address the issue. We've been out of whack. We've been out of the loop on what to wear and when to wear it. When someone says ball or gala, you wear certain things. You don't wear certain things at a gala or a ball, and it's just like, what? But a lot of people just don't know. It's not like they don't have it. It's just that they just don't know. Cocktail hour. What does that attire look like? That kind of stuff. And of course, you're going to tune in because you're going to want to know. You want to know, 2023, it's a new you, it's a new me. Let's go. And so there's nothing wrong with learning new things. And that's what we're doing. Everything is new. 2023, new you, new me. Let's go. That's a new tagline. Y'all like it? I'm thinking. But 2023, new you, new me. So far, that's what it is. I might change it later. Who knows? But that's what this workshop, this sessions, these presentations, whatever. This is what this is going to look like with Style Architect. So I'm just so excited to start that in 2023, and to know that the show, the MonaLisa Monroe Morning Show, is not going anywhere. We're still going to be here. Matter of fact, our birthday is our anniversary, not our birthday, whatever you want to call it. Our anniversary, we're going to be 3 years in April. So, hey, we've been around for 3 years in April. I'm excited about that. And I'm going to keep it going. Who knows what'll happen? Who knows what a click or a like or a share will do to the MonaLisa Monroe Morning Show? Who knows? And last but not least, we also have the MonaLisa Show, which is a little fun show that we do. And we go to the Chocolate Bar, which is one of our restaurants, our favorites. We go there, we talk about the menus, we talk about what's happening there. So we do still do that as well. And that's in the afternoon. So I want you guys to come back and join me for that. 12 noon Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's just a fun show that we do with the Chocolate Bar. Now, the MonaLisa Show, the fun show, it could be anything. It could be about food. It could be about restaurants. It could be about clothing. It could be about anything. It's just a fun show. But the morning show, we do tackle the red hot topics and the news. And we talk about, what you're talking about, basically. So just fun stuff coming down the pike. And I do want to say that I do want to leave the show each time I speak to you. I want to leave a good aroma in your nose. I want to leave a good whisper in your ear. I want to leave a good presence to, in your atmosphere. And what do I mean by that? I want to leave on positive notes, okay? Because I know the red hot topics sometimes are like, ah! So with all that being said, everything is in God's hands. Everything is in his hands. So when you think of the world being crazy, when you think of your household being turned upside down, when you think that there's no way around what's happening, there's no way to, nowhere to turn, your back is against the wall, whatever the case may be in your mind, you have to know that there's only one source that's steady, that never changes, and he loves you. And that source is God. So I'm asking that whenever you feel like you are at your wit's end and there's nothing that you see that's going to work out in your favor, I want you to stop. I don't know if that's in the car. I don't know if that's walking at work. I just want you to pause. And I want you to take a deep breath in and then release. Deep breath in and then release. And then one last time, deep breath in and then release. And that will calm everything down. 3 deep breath in, out, in, out, in, out, and it will calm it down. And then you will be able to think clearly enough for your next step. Okay? And what I do, just for an extra cherry on the top, as I'm breathing in, I'm thanking God. I breathe out, thank you, Jesus. Breathe in, thank you, God. Breathe out, thank you, Jesus. Breathe in, thank you, God. Breathe out, thank you, Jesus. Let me know what you think about it. You guys have a great Thursday morning. Love you. Take care.